Okay, so hello everyone. You might be wondering who I am. I go by Clover in this whole channel thing, and you might be wondering what exactly am I doing. So, what I'm doing is basically a devlog, but instead of developing an app, developing a website, I'm more towards developing myself. Now, you might be asking, why are you doing this? Like, it's such a waste of time, right? I think it's important to record whatever happens in your daily life because anything, and I mean anything, can happen in just a single day. You could win the lottery. You could find the breakthrough to some insane math equation. I don't know. Like I said, anything can happen. So yeah, that's why I want to record. Another reason why I'm also recording is because I want to see whatever change that happens to me, because change happens every time, every single day. Things will happen. Like for example, you might like this food. You might want to eat this food every day for the rest of your life. But one day, or maybe even the next day, you'll suddenly stop liking it because maybe, oh, I got bored of it. Oh, there's better food out there. So yeah, that's kind of why I'm doing this. So, how am I gonna do it? I am going to be recording myself. Like right now, I'm gonna be like backtracking what happened today, what I did, and how I feel about it. So let's get into it. So what happened today? Well, first and foremost, I woke up like really early, at like 4 a.m. for my class. That was at 8 a.m. Could you imagine? Okay, you can probably imagine that, but yeah. I couldn't fall asleep again, so I was like, fine, I'll clean up my bed, I'll do everything like that. And for once, it actually felt nice to actually clean up my room because it's kind of messy, in my opinion. So, yeah. Then after that, I had breakfast. I went to I went to class. Class was uneventful since it was a lecture. Then after that, I actually during the lecture, I realized something terrible. I have two courses with really similar names: data system and algorithms, and system analysis and design. You might be wondering what's so hard about it. It's when you simplify them. One of them's called DSA and the other one's called SAD. I was supposed to have groups for these two courses, modules, whatever. I mistook myself. I mistook that I was already in a group for DSA for having a group in SAD. You can understand how much of a brain fuck that is now, right? And I was like, shit. I wasn't focusing on the lectures. I wasn't focusing on whatever the lecture was saying. I was like, fuck, if I don't have a group, I'm gonna get cooked for this module, for these modules. So I was in the middle of the lecture. I was like texting my friends like, can I please join your group? I'm begging you, please, please. And they didn't reply to me until the end of the fucking lecture. And I was like, bro, your phone is right there. Why don't you take out for like 5 seconds? Not even 5. Just type a letter K and send it. It's just I'm just like, why? Why don't you do that? It's like such an easy thing to do. Like, okay, maybe they wanna focus on lecture. But here's the thing. They were playing their fucking phone. Another one of my friends was playing on his damn laptop. And I was like, do they just hate me? I don't know, right? So, yeah, that's I had a panic attack in the middle of a class. A panic attack, like more of like fear, I guess. Fear attack. I don't know what's the word. It's more like, yeah, I just felt a lot of fear in that moment. Then after that, I went to eat. Yeah, I went to eat some Malaysian food. I forgot what's the name. I'm so sorry to the Malays. It's just bread, curry sauce, and then a bunch of eggs on top of it, like half cooked eggs. I forgot what it's called. I'm so sorry. I ate that, and then I went to gym though. Going back to gym, right, after a long time feels very scary, definitely, because you compare yourself, especially like, oh, these guys look so big. I'll never reach that kind of physique. People start somewhere. Like, okay lah, maybe, oh, this guy's already like the top, like he's like Toji level physique, right? And I'm just like, I don't even know how to compare myself. Maybe I'm like much lower, like ghetto level of physique. I don't know. So yeah, you start somewhere lah, obviously. Eventually you'll reach it. That's what happened. Like, that's how I feel about going to gym now. Hopefully I'll reach it lah. Oh, another thing that happened to me was that I was in the gym, and then not my friends, like a couple of people came up to me and wanted to ask me for a survey. And I had the feeling, right, they were Indonesians. So I just started speaking in Indonesia, like, kenapa? Mau apa? And they just like sounded very startled. It was kind of funny to watch. It was really funny to watch, actually. Like their reaction, like, lu orang Indo, bajir. Yeah, tapi yeah, that's a bit of more of an exaggeration, but you get the point. And then another thing I realized is that I look very intimidating, apparently, because some of the volunteers, or like some of the people, didn't want to come up to me. Either they were scared of me, or they just felt bad about ruining my set or something. Like, because I was on break, I was just sitting and looking at my phone, and I was like, you know. But then I feel like I regretted something, definitely. So I saw that they were like struggling a bit, right, to talk to the people in the gym, to ask them to fill out a survey, help them like that. I felt bad not helping them. It feels like maybe I should help them. Maybe with my help, they could have gotten more, like, surveyors. I don't know what's the word. Yeah, it just feels like it's my fault, you know. Maybe if I was more brave to invite people to, like, make them talk, you know. But then now that I realize it, now that I'm talking to myself about it, it's not my fault. They can ask. They have their own skills. They're a human. They're not an animal. They can't make decisions for themselves. They don't know what to do, right? So yeah, I think that it's not entirely my fault. Well, yes, maybe I should have offered at least, but I feel like people have their own things to do lah. So now that I realize it, I'm not gonna think about it too much, I guess. Then after that, I had a whole coding session dear God, I wanted to kill myself. But it was fun. It was very, very fun. So the way it goes is that I was just doing my coursework, some of my tutorial work, something I had to fill out on a website, yada yada. After that, right, I decided to clean up my laptop. Like clean up, what I mean like by clean up is delete any of the files that I don't use. Like for example, Valorant. I haven't played that game in a long time, and I want to delete that. I deleted it and some other files. One of those files is called MSYS something something, right? And it's for running C++ code. I had completely deleted that by accident. And so there's the whole time lapse of me over here. It's probably like before or ahead, like it already passed or something. But there was a part in there where I was struggling to reinstall that MSYS thing in order to run my code, because I was tweaking out the moment I realized, oh shit, I deleted that. Now I have to reinstall it. So I spent the better part of like 30 minutes, an hour to reinstall it. I was like, fuck me, honestly. I didn't want to do this shit. But I had to do it because I was really interested in making this game. And so, what's the progress on the game? The progress so far is that I forgot. Basically, it's more optimized. I made more mechanics possible. Made an actual like UI of sorts, I guess. And then yeah, that's about it. And then you can see the whole time lapse of me struggling to, run the code and all that shit. And yeah, it was a real pain in the ass, but it was fun. It was really fun. Like I learned a lot about like pointers, addresses, definitely how to initialize and like deinitialize pointers, which yeah, maybe I'll cover that another time lah. I'm not a science channel, I'm just a self-development channel. I don't know. And yeah, I think that's about it for my day. So current time, it is 10:45 p.m. Current date is 2nd of May 2025. So I will be seeing you guys next time. Goodbye.